Let's first talk about the structure and crochet sequence of this storage box. This storage box is mainly made up of the body, the lid, side purl strings, and the top motif. First work the lid, then work the body. The body is divided into section 1 and section 2 inside, plus the edging. First crochet section 1, then add the mesh piece, followed by crocheting section 2. Once section 2 is completed, sew it together with section 1, then crochet the border. After the main part of the body and the main part of the lid are both finished, crochet the top motif and attach the purl button. Then attach the purl string decorations on the sides of the body. Then sew the top motif onto the lid. I'll emphasize the details you need to pay attention to later when I crochet them. You can first watch my demonstration, then start making it yourself. I'm using sample yarn and purl strings to demonstrate the color scheme. Please refer to the chart. Let's start by making the lid part. Take an acrylic board and remove the protective films from both sides. Use a needle to pick at it and peel it open. Then just tear it off. Do the same on the other side. Once both films are removed, take the main yarn. Pull one strand from each of two yarn balls. The first round of the lid is crocheted with double strands. Choose any hole. Pass the hook through it. Then bring the yarn through. Joining the yarn is complete. Next, stretch it slightly bigger. Work a slip stitch in the next hole. Pass through. Then pull the yarn through, going through both loops on the hook. Then stretch it slightly larger. Continue with slip stitches in the next hole. The pattern for this round is to work a slip stitch in every hole of this acrylic board. Make one slip stitch in each hole using double strands. Keep going like this all the way around. Crochet up to the last hole on this side. After completing the last hole, leave a yarn tail about 1 finger's length, and cut the yarn. Then pull out the yarn tail. Thread it through a sewing needle. Then insert your hook into the V-shaped stitch below the first slip stitch. Pass the needle through. Do not go through to the back of the acrylic board. Just pick up the stitch of that one slip stitch, right here, then pass the needle through from the other side. After that, thread it through the center of the last slip stitch made. Then pull it backward at the same time, from the last hole, going through the middle of this stitch, and out to the back of the acrylic board. Bring the yarn through. This completes the connection between the beginning and ending of this round. Then tidy it up, and smooth it out. This is the first round of the lid section. Leave the tail from the connection here for now. We'll hide it when we crochet the second round. For the second round, work into the same hole, but don't use double strands anymore. The second round will be worked in single strand. Remove one strand. And keep just one strand to crochet the second round. At the end of the first round, after fastening off the yarn, insert the hook into the hole on the right side of the yarn tail. Then, bring the single strand for the second round through. Joining the yarn is complete. Next, make one chain as the turning chain. Then, work 3 consecutive single crochets in the same hole, insert the hook into the hole. At the same time, place the starting tail behind onto the hook to hide it. Bring the yarn through. Yarn over. And pull through both loops on the hook, that's 1 single crochet. Work 3 single crochets in the same stitch. Then, in the adjacent hole, also work 3 single crochets. Here, besides the starting tail of the second round, bring up the cut yarn end from the first round together. Hide them at the back side. After completing these 3 single crochets, work 2 single crochets in the next hole. At this point, also incorporate the starting tail of the first round. Place it at the back and hide it well. Then, in the following hole, go back to working 3 single crochets. In the next hole, still work 3 single crochets. As for the yarn tails at the back, the first one, which is the single strand starting tail from round 2, has already been woven in quite short, so it doesn't need to be secured further. The longer ones can be woven in a few more stitches. After completing another set of 3 single crochets, in the next hole switch to 2 single crochets. These tails are now secured enough, so no more weaving in is needed afterward. Then take a look at the pattern of this round. Simply work single crochets into all the holes of the acrylic board. Group them as 8 single crochets in the sequence 3, 3, 2. In 3 adjacent holes, work 3 single crochets, 3 single crochets, and 2 single crochets respectively. Then again 3 single crochets, 3 single crochets, 2 single crochets, 3, 3, 2. Repeat this sequence to complete the entire round. After finishing the round, return to the starting position, and join with a slip stitch in the first single crochet stitch. Pass through the stitch of the first single crochet to bring the yarn over. Go through both loops on the hook. Then pull tight. Chain 1, leave a tail for weaving in, then cut the yarn. That completes the second round. Tidy it up a bit. The acrylic board part of the lid has only these 2 rounds. Now let's handle the yarn ends from cutting the yarn. First, bring it to the wrong side. Then weave it in along the edge. Tidy up. After weaving in, trim off the excess tails. Like this. The acrylic board part of the lid is now completed. Set it aside for now. Next, work on the body part of the box. Take 1 acrylic board and remove the plastic film from both sides. Then start crocheting the first round and second round around the holes at the edges. The crocheting method for these 2 rounds is exactly the same as that used for the lid part. For the first round, work a round of slip stitches into these holes using double yarn. And for the second round, switch to single yarn, working a 3-3-2 single crochet cluster into each hole. I won't repeat the demonstration. Please finish these 2 rounds first. Then remember not to cut the yarn after completing the second round. I'll now demonstrate the crocheting method from the third round onward. Here I've already completed the first 2 rounds of the box body. After finishing the last single crochet of the second round, join with a slip stitch into the stitch of the first single crochet. Then pull tight. After that, don't chain 1, and cut the yarn. Instead, insert your hook into the back loop of the same stitch. Work a slip stitch. Here we can take a look. This stitch forms a V-shaped loop like this. The strand closer to us is the front loop. And the strand away from us is the back loop. Now again, pick up the back loop of this first single crochet stitch. Work a slip stitch. Insert the hook under the strand that's away from us. Yarn over and pull through, work a slip stitch, don't pull tight on this stitch. Then we begin the third round. First, chain 4. These 4 chains count as 1 treble crochet. Next, in the adjacent stitch, pick up the back loop and work a treble crochet. First, yarn over twice. Then pick up the back loop of the adjacent stitch, which is the strand away from us. Pull the yarn through. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over again. Then pull through the next 2 loops. Yarn over and pull through the remaining 2 loops. That completes 1 treble crochet. Next, work a double crochet in the adjacent stitch. Yarn over once. Pick up the back loop. Yarn over and pull the yarn through. Then yarn over again. Pull through the first 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through the remaining 2 loops. That completes 1 double crochet. In the back loop of the next stitch, we'll work a half double crochet. Yarn over. Pick up the back loop. Yarn over and pull through. Now there are 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all loops. That completes 1 half double crochet. Next, move to the following stitch. Make a single crochet. Now let's review the new stitch technique used in this round. It's the triple crochet, double crochet, and half double crochet we just demonstrated. Now we'll start from this single crochet to work a pattern repeat for this round. Starting from this single crochet, count back 8 stitches, including the stitch of this single crochet, then work 1 single crochet. I've already finished it. Next, make a half double crochet. One double crochet. Then a treble crochet. Another treble crochet. And another treble crochet. Then a double crochet. Another half double crochet. Okay, let's take a look. 1 single crochet. 1 half double crochet, 1 double crochet, 3 treble crochets, then 1 double crochet, 1 half double crochet. These 8 stitches make up 1 pattern repeat. All are worked in the back loop only of the previous round, that is, the loop farther from us. I'll demonstrate another group. After completing this group, starting from the half double crochet, begin the next pattern repeat. 1 single crochet. 1 half double crochet. 1 double crochet. Then work 3 treble crochets in a row. then another double crochet, 1 half double crochet. Another group is complete. Just follow this 8-stitch pattern. Repeat. First, crochet around until the last group. Then we'll go back and finish the first half of the first group. After completing the last 8-stitch pattern, there are 4 stitches remaining. Following the pattern, work a single crochet, a half double crochet, a double crochet, and a treble crochet. Then, go to the 4th chain of the initial CH4 that replaced the treble crochet. Thread through its center. Pick up the back loop only. These 2 strands cross each other like this. Work a slip stitch. Pull tight. This CH4, replacing the treble crochet, counts as 1 treble crochet, so this completes the starting pattern. That's a single crochet, half double crochet, and double crochet, then 3 treble crochets, with the middle one replaced by a CH4. Then here comes a double crochet and a half double crochet. That makes 1 full pattern. Repeat. This is the 3rd round of the body section. Tidy it up. Smooth it out. Now you can cut off the yarn tails from the first round at the front. Next, we'll work the 4th round. Start with a chain as the beginning chain. Then work a back post single crochet into this stitch. The crocheting method is: insert the hook from the right side of this CH4, replacing the treble crochet, thread it through. Then, pass back out through the left side. Bring the yarn forward. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops to complete the single crochet. That gives you 1 back post single crochet. Next, work a back post half double crochet into the adjacent treble crochet. First yarn over, then exit from the right side of this stitch, enter from the left, and pick up the entire treble crochet. Then yarn over and bring the yarn through. Pull through all 3 loops to complete the half double crochet. That's the back post half double crochet. Next, work a back post double crochet into the next DC, yarn over. Exit from the right side of this DC. Insert from the left, and pick up the whole DC stitch. Bring the yarn through. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, then yarn over again, and pull through the remaining 2 loops. Complete this DC, that's the back post double crochet. Then work a back post treble crochet into the next half double crochet. Yarn over twice. Exit from the right side of the HDC. Enter from the left, pick up the entire HDC, and bring the yarn through. Following the treble crochet technique, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, then yarn over again, and pull through the next 2 loops. Yarn over once more and pull through the last 2 loops. That completes 1 back post treble crochet. Then, into the single crochet next to it, and the adjacent half double crochet beside it. Work 1 back post treble crochet into each. Yarn over twice, exit and insert from this side of the SC. Work a treble crochet. Same on this side. Next, continue working a back post double crochet into the DC next to it. Then make a half double crochet here at this point. Work a back post half double crochet on top of this treble crochet. These 8 stitches here will be considered one pattern repeat of this round. That is, in the middle TR of these 3 TRs from the previous round. Begin with a back post single crochet, then in order. Back post single crochet, back post half double crochet, back post double crochet, followed by 3 back post treble crochets. Then a group of back post double crochet and back post half double crochet. The stitch sequence in each group is the same as in the first round. It's a set of 8 stitches, single crochet, half double crochet, 3 treble crochets, then double crochet, half double crochet. Only in this third round, all these stitches are worked normally, but here they're all turned into back post stitches, worked behind the corresponding stitches from the previous round, like this. Let me demonstrate another group. I've completed the first group of 8 stitches. Now we arrive again at the center treble crochet of a motif from the previous round. Insert the hook from the right side to the left side. Insert the hook around the entire treble crochet and make a back post single crochet, then work a back post half double crochet, back post double crochet, then 3 back post treble crochets. Followed by another back post double crochet, and a back post half double crochet. Another pattern group is completed. Now we reach the central treble crochet again. Where the back post single crochet goes, that's the start of the next pattern group. Follow this pattern to work this round completely. After finishing the last group, return to the starting position. Join with a slip stitch in the first back post single crochet stitch from the beginning of the round. Pull tight. That completes the 4th round. Now we'll work the 5th round. Start with 1 chain as the turning chain. The first stitch of the 5th round is a single crochet, and the insertion point is in the stitch from 2 rounds below, specifically, the first stitch of that round, which was a group of 4 chains replacing a treble crochet. Insert into the 4th chain of that group. This spot is easy to find. Even though there's a back post single crochet underneath that might make it less clear. Remember, we ended the previous round with a slip stitch right here, so just locate the insertion point of that slip stitch. Insert into the same spot. Right here. Work a regular single crochet in this position. This is the first stitch of this round. Next, in the previous round, work into the adjacent half double crochet back post stitch. Pick up the entire stitch, that's this loop. From now on we'll be crocheting by picking up the full stitch. Work a half double crochet in that stitch. Then a double crochet in the next stitch. For the next 3 stitches, work 3 treble crochets. Then 1 double crochet. Then 1 half double crochet. This completes an 8-stitch pattern group for this round. The stitch sequence is the same: single crochet, half double crochet, 3 treble crochets, double crochet, half double crochet, except the single crochet is worked into a stitch from 2 rounds below. All others are worked into the stitches of the previous round. Let me demonstrate again. Complete this group, then for the first single crochet of the next group, work into the stitch from 2 rounds below, specifically, the middle one of these 3 treble crochets. Make a single crochet here. Then return to the previous round. Work a half double crochet into the adjacent back post half double crochet stitch. Then a double crochet, 3 treble crochets. Another double crochet. And 1 half double crochet. Another pattern repeat is complete. It means we've skipped all the back post single crochet stitches from the previous round. Following this pattern, crochet the entire round. After finishing the last group of the round, join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet stitch. Pull tight. This is the 5th round. Now we'll start the 6th round. For the 6th round, locate the back post single crochet stitch that we skipped earlier. Right here. Then make a slip stitch into the yarn loop we just created. Make a slip stitch into the skipped back post single crochet stitch, pulling the yarn through. Then begin the 6th round. Start with 4 chain stitches, which count as 1 treble crochet, then work a back post treble crochet into the next half double crochet stitch. Wrap twice, exit on the right side of the HDC. Then go back in from the left, pick up the entire stitch. Complete the treble crochet. 1 back post treble crochet is done. Next, work a back post double crochet into the adjacent DC. Then work a back post half double crochet into the next treble crochet. Next is a back post single crochet. Then another back post half double crochet. followed by a back post double crochet. Then work a back post treble crochet into the next HDC. These 8 stitches form one pattern repeat of this round. Next, make a treble crochet into the skipped back post single crochet stitch from 2 rounds below. This one is worked normally. Pick up the stitch and work a treble crochet, then starting from its adjacent position, work a back post treble crochet, back post double crochet, back post half double crochet, back post single crochet, back post half double crochet, back post double crochet, then another back post treble crochet. Work these back post stitches in sequence, 8 stitches in total, forming one repeat. Then move to the next stitch, the position where we previously skipped a back post single crochet. That's where the next repeat begins. Let me demonstrate again. Complete one group, then reach the position of the skipped stitch. The stitch is right behind here, located behind the previous SC, it's easy to find. Work a normal treble crochet into this stitch. Then start working from the half double crochet next to it. Work a back post treble crochet. Then in the next stitches work back post double crochets. Back post half double crochet. Back post single crochet. Back post half double crochet. Back post double crochet. And another back post treble crochet. Completing another repeat. Then arrive at the back of this single crochet, which is the previously skipped single crochet. The back post stitch goes into this stitch. Work one regular treble crochet to begin the next round. Follow this pattern and work the entire round completely. After completing the last group of stitches, return to the starting position. Pass through the 4th chain of the 4 chain that replaced the treble crochet. Insert your hook into the back loop and the top loop, catching both strands crossed together. Work one slip stitch. Then gently tighten it. Don't pull too tight. Then start the next round. Also work 4 chains, which counts as one treble crochet. Then in the adjacent stitch, work a regular treble crochet. Then in the next stitch, work a double crochet, followed by a half double crochet. Now we reach the position of the back post single crochet, same as before. Work a single crochet into the middle treble crochet of the 3 treble crochets from 2 rounds below. Here we also skip the back post single crochet stitch behind. Then work a half double crochet into the next stitch, which is the back post half double crochet. Then work a double crochet in the adjacent stitch, followed by 1 treble crochet. These 8 stitches make up one pattern repeat of this round. Two treble crochets, 1 double crochet, 1 half double crochet. Then skip the stitch of the back post single crochet behind. Work a single crochet into the stitch of the middle treble crochet below, followed by a half double crochet, a double crochet, and a treble crochet. 8 stitches in total form one group. Let me demonstrate again. Treble crochet, another treble crochet, then a double crochet, half double crochet. Next, work into the stitch below. Work a single crochet into the stitch of the middle treble crochet among the 3 treble crochets. Skip the front post single crochet stitch behind. Then half double crochet in the adjacent stitch. Skip the back post single crochet stitch behind. Then work a half double crochet into the back post half double crochet next to it. Double crochet in the adjacent stitch. Next stitch, treble crochet. That completes another group. Follow this pattern and work this round completely. Finish the last pattern repeat. Insert your hook into the 4th chain of the beginning chain 4 with treble crochet, pick up 2 loops. Work a slip stitch and pull tight. This round is completed. Now let's start the next round. Make a chain as the beginning chain, then work a back post single crochet into the same stitch. Insert from the right side. Come out on the left side, pick up the entire post. Yarn over and pull through, complete the single crochet, 1 back post single crochet is done. Then work a back post half double crochet into the adjacent stitch. Next stitch, back post treble crochet. Back post double crochet. Then, for the next 3 stitches, first work a back post treble crochet. Then locate the single crochet behind this stitch, the one that was skipped earlier. In the back post single crochet stitch from the previous round, work a regular treble crochet. Then next stitch, another back post treble crochet. Then a back post double crochet. Back post half double crochet. These 8 stitches form one pattern repeat of this round. Starting with a back post single crochet, then back post half double crochet, back post double crochet, then a back post treble crochet, then work a regular treble crochet into the stitch of the skipped back post single crochet from 2 rounds below, then another back post treble crochet, followed by back post double crochet, back post half double crochet. So 8 stitches make one group. Let me demonstrate again. This group is completed. Next group, first work a back post single crochet. Then back post half double crochet. Back post double crochet. Back post treble crochet. Then into the back post single crochet stitch behind the single crochet that was skipped earlier. Work a regular treble crochet. Then back post treble crochet on this side. Back post double crochet. Back post half double crochet. Another group is completed. Follow this pattern and work this round completely. After finishing the last group, join with a slip stitch to the first back post single crochet of the round. Pull tight. Then start the next round. It's the same as this one. Make a chain stitch as the beginning chain. Then this single crochet is worked into the stitch of the second previous round's first stitch, that is, the fourth chain of the 4 chain space replacing the treble crochet in the second previous round. Here we locate the insertion point by following the same spot, where the last slip stitch was made. Insert the hook into the same position, then work 1 single crochet, effectively skipping the back post single crochet of the next stitch behind. Then we can see here. The crocheting method of this round is the same as the method of this round. We are now starting the 9th round of the body section, from here on. Rounds 9, 10, 11, and 12 use the exact same crocheting method as rounds 5, 6, 7, and 8. I won't repeat the demonstration here. Refer to the chart and follow the method I just demonstrated to complete the next 4 rounds. I've now completed 12 rounds, and will proceed to round 13. Make 1 chain as the beginning chain. The first stitch of round 13 is also a single crochet, just like this single crochet, it's worked into the 4th chain of the 4 chain space from 2 rounds below. Again, locate where the slip stitch was made in this round. Then insert through the same spot. Work 1 single crochet. Then continue into the following back post stitches. Work 7 single crochets evenly into the next 7 stitches. So we'll use these 8 stitches as a sequence. 1 single crochet is worked into the stitch of the treble crochet from 2 rounds below. Then work 7 single crochets evenly into the next 7 back post stitches. These 8 single crochets form a group. Then we start the next sequence on this side. Let me demonstrate again. The first single crochet is worked into the middle stitch of the 3 treble crochets from 2 rounds below. The working method here is the same as the positions below. Then work 7 single crochets into the following back post stitches. Okay, now we're here. Work a single crochet into the middle treble crochet stitch to begin the next sequence. Follow this pattern and work this round completely. After completing the last group, join with a slip stitch into the first single crochet stitch. Pull tight. This round is now finished, and now we can see these single crochets. Since they are worked into the treble crochet stitches from 2 rounds below, the back post single crochet stitch from the previous round remains skipped just like before. All of these are skipped by 1 stitch. Each skipped back post single crochet stitch was left unworked. These skipped back post single crochet stitches in the earlier rounds. We will work a normal treble crochet in this round, but here it's skipped, and in the next round we'll work single crochets evenly into each stitch. We won't crochet into this skipped stitch anymore, so just leave it as is. Now let's work the next round. Make a chain 1 as the beginning chain, then into the same position. Work a single crochet into this stitch. Then continue to work a single crochet into each single crochet stitch from the previous round, one by one. Keep working single crochets all the way around until this round is complete. After completing the last single crochet, join with a slip stitch into the first single crochet stitch and pull tight. This is round 14. Up to this point, section 1 of the body is completed. Now we'll begin section 2 of the body. Before we proceed, let's take care of the mesh piece. First chain 1 and add a stitch marker to pause. Then measure its height with a ruler. The height on the side. Since it's still soft on the side at this point, and hand measurements might not be perfectly accurate, so just get a rough measurement. In my case, it's about 7.5 centimeters. So when cutting the mesh piece, we'll cut it to a width of 8 centimeters. Cut it slightly taller, that way if it's too long, we can always trim it later. But if it's cut too short, it'll be hard to fix afterward. We'll cut the width first, don't worry about the length yet. This is a long mesh piece I've already cut. The width is slightly taller than the side height of the box body, and we'll leave the length uncut for now. Then take the crocheted storage box. Roll it up and place it inside. Put together to check the fit. Once the mesh piece is inserted, you can see the bottom part bulges out slightly. Then smooth the top to see how many extra cells are left over. After that, cut off the excess cells. This gives us the final width of the mesh piece. As for the length, there are 2 ways to determine it. One is just placing it in like this. Align it with the edge and see how much is left over. Finally, leave 3 cells for overlap on this side. Keep the 3 cells overlapping, cut off the rest. Or alternatively, determine the mesh piece length by calculation. The acrylic base below has a diameter of 12 centimeters. After crocheting the first 2 rounds, the diameter is about 12.5 centimeters. Then we can use this value to calculate the circumference, while keeping 3 columns of cells for overlap. Use this circumference value as the final length of the mesh piece. Once both width and length are confirmed, make the final cut. I've already cut the mesh piece to the final size. Now we need to wrap it into a loop and secure it in place. The yarn hasn't been cut here, so now take another skein of the main yarn and cut a long segment about 8 times this final width. This is what I've already cut. Then fold it in half. And thread it through the sewing needle. Fold the mesh piece over as well, and overlap 3 cells. Overlap 3 cells. Once overlapped, pass the needle from this side. Pass through the outermost cell of the overlapped section. Don't pull it all the way, then go through 2 layers of mesh from the adjacent cell. And then the next one is just a single layer, pass through it, threading through the yarn loop as well. That secures the beginning. Then, pass through 2 layers again in the overlapped part from this side. Pull the yarn through. Then pass through the single layer mesh underneath. Then go up into the adjacent double layer mesh above. Then down through the single layer mesh below again, keep repeating this pattern. Gently pull to tighten as you go. Keep sewing like this until the last mesh. After sewing the last 2 meshes of the final row, remove 1 thread, leaving just 1 behind. Then pass through the next double layer mesh above. Once it comes out, go back into the single layer mesh diagonally down to the left. Then take the needle out. Tie a knot with the thread removed earlier inside, 3 or 4 knots are fine, to secure it well. After securing the knot, you can trim the yarn tail slightly shorter. Then leave the remaining end at the side. When the second section of the box body covers over later, this part won't be visible inside. So just lay it flat along the side. Now this mesh panel is all settled. Then let's place it inside to check. Height fits properly. Size fits properly, that's good. Now we'll continue to crochet section 2 of the box body. Earlier when we paused here, we already made 1 chain stitch. This will serve as the turning chain for the first round of section 2 of the box body. Now we begin crocheting the first round of section 2 of the box body. For the first round, pick the back loop of each single crochet from the last round of section 1 of the box body to work into. That is, the strand of the V-shaped loop farther from us. Just place this mesh panel inside and crochet it together. It won't be affected. Then for adjacent stitches, also pick the back loop and make a single crochet. Section 2 of the box body will continuously pick the back loop of each single crochet from the last round of section 1 of the box body. Work 1 single crochet into each stitch correspondingly. Crochet a full round of single crochets like this. After completing the last single crochet, join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet stitch. Then pull tight. This is the first round of section 2 of the box body. Now let's work the second round. Make a chain as the beginning chain, then in the same stitch. That is, still into the first single crochet stitch. This time don't pick only its back loop, but pick the entire stitch. Work a single crochet. And for the following stitches, each corresponding single crochet will be worked into the full stitch, not just the back loop. So the second round goes like this. Pick each stitch from the previous round fully, and work 1 single crochet into each stitch accordingly. After crocheting around, once you complete the last single crochet, join with a slip stitch into the first single crochet stitch to finish the round. And from now on, every following round will follow the same method as the second round. That is, insert your hook into the full stitch of each single crochet from the previous round, and work 1 single crochet into each stitch accordingly. Keep working rounds of single crochets one after another. Here, because every iron's tension varies when crocheting, the number of rounds indicated on the chart is only for reference. The actual number of rounds depends on when the edge of the final round reaches the bottom after folding down section 2 of the box body. So as you work round after round of single crochets, try it on gradually until you reach approximately the right position. Fold it down to check how much is left, then decide how many more rounds you need to crochet. This mesh piece is placed inside also to make it convenient during the crocheting process of section 2, so you can frequently fold it down to check whether the number of rounds is sufficient. Of course, if you find it inconvenient to keep it inside, you can take it out and only put it back in when you need to check if the round count is enough. Then fold it over again for comparison. Either way works fine, just follow your own preference. I won't repeat the demonstration for each following round of single crochets. Please first crochet section 2 until you reach enough rounds. Then cut the yarn, leaving a yarn tail about twice the circumference of the main part. Now let me demonstrate how to sew section 2 to section 1. When one ball of yarn runs out during the crocheting process, simply take another ball, tie a knot to join the yarn and continue crocheting. It doesn't matter whether you weave in this yarn tail or not, because once section 2 is folded down later, it will naturally be hidden inside. Now let's take a look. Crochet until it feels about right, check it from time to time, and if you find it still a bit short, then just work one more round. After completing that round, fold it down again to check. At this point, the edge of the final round just reaches the bottom, so the number of rounds is now sufficient. No need to continue crocheting beyond this point. Then make one final slip stitch at the end. Leave a yarn tail about twice the length of the circumference and cut the yarn. After cutting the yarn, pull the tail through. Next, fold section 2 of the body inward. Tidy it up to make it flat and neat. Then use this long yarn tail to sew section 2 to section 1. Now I'll demonstrate the sewing method. Thread the tail through the sewing needle. Then go into the single crochet stitch just below the previous slip stitch position. That is, the first single crochet of this round, from back to front, and pull the yarn through. Then bring it down. Previously the yarn came out from this stitch. Now insert the needle back into the adjacent stitch, where the yarn exited. Pass through the entire V-shaped loop of this stitch. Insert the needle back and go through both the adjacent stitch and the single crochet stitch of section 1 second round underneath. That is, the single crochet in section 1's second round here. We work the third round into its back loop only, leaving the front loop and the horizontal bars underneath. This is the front loop. The horizontal bars below belong to the front loops of this round of single crochets. And now our needle exits beneath one of these horizontal bars. Pull the yarn through. And also come out here, into the adjacent stitch on its left side. Again, thread it back underneath the same horizontal bar, and at the same time, pass through the corresponding single crochet stitch of section 2's final round. Bring it back here. After bringing it back, the yarn exits here, then go down into the adjacent stitch. And simultaneously pass through the single crochet stitch in the corresponding position of the second round here. Pay attention, it must be threaded underneath this horizontal bar, not over it. If you go over it, then you're entering at the third round's insertion point. Don't go there, stay underneath it. That way all the sewing marks will be hidden at the bottom of the box. Then go back through the next adjacent stitch, in and out both underneath the horizontal bar. This is important to remember. Then move over here. Come out through the single crochet stitch at the corresponding position. Then, adjacent stitch. Go out again through the next adjacent stitch. When you get here, come out again underneath this horizontal bar. Then go back in through the next one beside it. Pass through both the stitch of the final round and the single crochet stitch. Sewing is just repeating this same step over and over. Come out here, go back in through the adjacent stitch. Then pass through both the corresponding positions single crochet stitch. All underneath the horizontal bar. Then go back in through the next adjacent one. Here, pass through both the corresponding single crochet stitch. Continue to go out through the next adjacent stitch. Keep going up and down like this, sewing back and forth until you finish this entire round. Once you've completed one full round of sewing, take a few extra stitches forward to reinforce it. After reinforcing with 3 to 4 or 4 to 5 stitches, bring the yarn tail out to the outside. At this point, still come out through the stitch of the final round of single crochets in section 2. But now when you pass over, you don't need to go under that horizontal bar anymore. You can go over it instead, bringing the thread out at the position of the third round of section 1. Then we'll weave in the yarn tail underneath a few stitches in this third round. Weave in a few stitches to hide it securely. Then directly from this side, pull it upwards a bit. Then weave in a few more stitches to hide the tail. There's no fixed spot, just zigzag it around this area to secure it. Then secure the yarn end in place. After that, wherever it comes out, just push it back in from the same spot. This time go inward. Pick any spot on the inside, slightly higher up. So it'll be easier to cut the yarn tail later. Bring it out like this. Now the yarn tail is neatly hidden, and you can simply cut it off here. After cutting the yarn end, there's no visible trace, then just tidy up the edge slightly. So the sewing together of section 2 and section 1 is now complete. The final step for the body section is to add the edging. The insertion point for the body edging is on the front loop of the 14th round in section 1. We crocheted the single crochets of section 2 into the back loops here, so the remaining loop is the front loop. We'll work one round of reverse single crochet, but crochet it as a regular front side round. First, locate the first single crochet of the 14th round, insert the hook into the remaining front loop. Then bring the yarn through. Join the yarn, make 1 chain as the beginning chain, then start crocheting forward. The first reverse single crochet is in the same spot, first pass the hook through. You can drape the yarn tail over the hook to hide it together. Then bring the yarn through. At this point, pinch the loop. Then take the trailing yarn from below the hook and wrap it around the hook from back to front. Pull it through, give a quick wrap, then complete the single crochet. This creates a reverse single crochet worked from the front. Let me demonstrate a few more times. Pick up the front loop of the adjacent stitch. Drape the yarn behind again to hide the tail. Then yarn over and pull through. Gently pinch these 2 loops on the hook with your fingers. Then take the yarn from below the hook. Wrap it around the entire hook from back to front. Then complete this single crochet. Another stitch is completed. If you find the yarn in the back gets in the way while hiding the tail, you can set it aside for now, and weave it in after finishing this round. Then pick up the front loop of the next stitch. Wrap the yarn from back to front. Then complete this single crochet. This round is worked by crocheting into each front loop evenly, 1 stitch at a time. This creates the reverse single crochet in the front. Insert the hook into the front loop, yarn over. Pull the yarn loop through, then take the yarn from below the hook. Wrap it around the entire hook from back to front. Yarn over again. Complete this single crochet. Keep repeating. Follow this same method. Crochet 1 round of reverse single crochet in the front, pull it through first. After completing the last stitch, join with a slip stitch to the first stitch. The yarn is blocking the first stitch here, so just pull it aside a bit. Then right next to this beginning chain, still into that same V-shaped single crochet stitch. Work a slip stitch. Then pull tight. Fasten off yarn and cut the yarn. Then we'll secure the yarn tail. First, bring this yarn tail down into 1 stitch below. Then weave in a few stitches to the side. Then pass it directly down through the section 2 area here. Just trim it off right there. The starting yarn tail is handled the same way. Weave in a few stitches on the wrong side, then pass it into section 2 and cut it off directly. Tidy up the ends. That completes the crocheted section of the body.